see if we can get him some energy.
We flew to San Diego for the fully charged live Aptera show.
Yes,
Or is
we
it the
did.
fully Aptera live show? Or the fully charged Aptera show?
It's that one because because the Gamma has live solar panels, so it's the fully charged Aptera live show.
So we're going to show you everything that stood out to us at the fully charged live show, but let's be real. The Aptera was dominant. There was a crowd from an hour before the show started when they let press in, all the way through Sunday, and the staff just kept answering questions. And I'm not talking about just anybody, but the CEO was there, the head of marketing, Sarah, was there, Chris M., who's the real boss, and they were answering questions for 2 full days.
Quincy was there.
Oh yeah, Quincy was there. Hey, Quincy. Hey. It was a great show. Aptera was the key attraction, but there were some other notable cars to watch. We'll show you those in a minute, but right now we want to say this. If you have not yet pre-ordered your solar charged electric Aptera, today's the day to do it.
Yes.
If you use the link in the description, you will save $30, which means you can pre-order for just $70, which is refundable if you change your mind, which you won't. And one of our viewers will save money off his Aptera. That viewer is...
Da-da-da-da.
You probably can't see that, but it is Jarrad. I just dropped it. Don't let me forget it's Jarrad.
Okay, I will not forget.
Jarrad will save money off his, and thank you for providing the code for our other viewers, Jarrad. We really appreciate it.
Which is super cool, because we got to meet Jarrad.
Got to meet
at
Jarrad.
Fully Charged Live.
I probably got a picture here.
I bet we do. So
there he is.
Jarrad and his wife did that. It was so awesome to meet you guys.
At the end, let's show some of the pictures of the nice folks.
Yes, let's.
Stay to the end, see if your picture's out there. But anyway, that's it. So you can do that. Hit the link, save money, pre-order, get in line with the other 30,000 people. If you keep waiting to get in line, you're going to be so further away from getting your Aptera. Last thing before we get into these, we have to say thank you for the coffee to Instant Torque. Thank you,
Thank
Instant
you.
Torque.
Thank you, thank you.
If you don't know who Instant Torque is, his name is Brewster. Okay,
that's a great name.
That's a great name. But Brewster has his own Aptera Focus channel, and it is the fastest Aptera Focus channel on YouTube.
Fastest growing?
Fastest growing.
Or does it actually go fast?
It goes fast, but because he's got 4 videos and already has over 800 subscribers. So let's get him to like 8, 9, 10,000 subscribers.
Let's also get us to 10,000. Let's all work together.
Instant Torque is going to pass us in a week easily, and should, because it's a very good channel. I've certainly subscribed, and I've watched all 4 videos. Brewster, get to work. We would like to see more. And it took us like 90 videos to get to 1,000 subscribers, so you are doing a great job. There is one consequence. Your name has been in our hat for a long time, but Brewster, get your own. Get your own. Okay, you have to get your own. But thank you for the coffee. Subscribe to Instant Torque and use his code sometimes if you want to go Aptera. Let's get to some of the other vehicles we saw. One that we liked was the Solo from Mechanica, Electromechanica. So one-seater.
One-seater.
Doesn't really work for us very often. But if you're a commuter, it could be perfect.
Yep. If you're just driving to work and back and you just need to get yourself there, this might be ideal for you.
Yeah, it's got a little trunk. It's good for like 85 miles an hour, which it's more than enough where we live. Maybe where you live it is. 100 miles of range on a charge. And you can just plug it into a house outlet. In about 12 hours, it's like full.
Yeah, so you drive it to work, drive it back, plug it in overnight, drive it to work, drive it back. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Good idea.
We also saw the Rivian there. The Rivian is the truck that Sandy Monroe bought and really likes. And if you want to learn more about the Rivian, you better learn it from him on Sandy Monroe Live channel, because he breaks it all down and goes into it.
He's way smarter than us.
But one of the cool things about it, it's built in Michigan. First of all, that's cool.
We like that.
And it's a startup electric car from scratch that's made it to production. They've produced several thousand of these all over the country. And they've got an SUV coming. But another thing that's special about Rivian is you can drive in 3 feet of water with this thing.
That's cool.
That's cool. You can launch your boat by like going in the lake.
That's what happens when you make a truck in the Great Lakes state.
So if you've got $73,000, the Rivian might be the truck for you. It goes too fast. I don't even like saying these statistics, but 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds.
Nobody should ever do that.
Don't need to do it. It's a byproduct of quality electric parts. So what else was there? Let me see. We got the Canoe.
Yeah, I I love the canoe.
I do too.
Myself personally, I think this is like the coolest thing. My like ideal situation in life would be to have my Aptera for Chad and I driving around, and then if I want to take a group somewhere, or maybe if we're going camping, so I need like I'm going to camp in my Aptera. So anyway, I'm taking a group somewhere, then I want to pile into the canoe, because this is cool.
And the cool thing about the canoe, it's built in California there, but you can configure it. So it can be a rolling lounge.
Yes.
For you and your friends,
yes,
like a
please.
sofa and a drop-down TV, whatever you want to do.
Perfect.
Or like Walmart bought several thousand of these to be delivery vehicles for last mile. Boring, but you know, it fits their purpose.
Oh, Sarah. I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
That's not what I want it for, though.
About 250 miles of range, which is nice. You can charge it from 20% to 80% in about 28 minutes. Perfect. I mean, that's really the sweet spot.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very good, cool vehicle.
And look at the visibility you get.
Oh, it's
I love
beautiful.
that.
You can
That's
see
why
everywhere.
It'd be so fun to drive up the lake shore with that.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
They had this like barrier around it, so I can only get so close. So sorry about that. And the Fisker Ocean was there. One of my favorite startups. They're so special for so many reasons. You get about 1,500 miles of range a year on the solar panels on the top.
Which calculates out to about 4 miles a day if it's over the year. But
yeah, about 350 mile range on the battery, somewhere around 69,000 to buy. You can pre-order it for a few thousand and get in line. Very striking vehicle to look at. But another cool thing is about the way they're producing the Fisker. They have not set up a production facility. They haven't gone through what people say that you always go through a difficult time when you start production. Tesla did it. Lucid did it. Everybody that starts to make their own car goes through problems.
Production nightmare.
Yeah, they just outsourced it to a company that's been making electric cars. They do the designing, let them do the building and the QA and all that, and then boom, it's on the road.
There you go.
So it's a really unique, interesting way to go about it. The opposite of vertical integration like Tesla. Let's make our own batteries, let's make our own charge stations, let's make our own everything.
They're like, we're not even going to make our own cars.
Right.
We're going to
they're
design
like, I'm
them.
not making anything.
But you guys know how to make the
Fisker
cars.
says, I don't make stuff.
Let's
I
team
design
up.
stuff. Now the VinFast. This is the first electric vehicle made from Vietnam that'll be made right here in North Carolina.
You say that like we're in North Carolina.
We're right here in the United States.
Oh,
North
okay.
Carolina, U.S. State. We could drive
because we're
there.
in Michigan.
We're not far from North Carolina.
That's true.
So.
And North Carolina is beautiful. If you haven't seen it, travel there.
It has nothing to do with making cars. But the VinFast is unique in a couple of ways. One, of course, like I said, it's a Vietnamese car, but it's going to be made here. But also, the battery price is different than the car price. So they have two models coming out, the F8 and the F9. And the price is going to be between $42,000 up to $57,000 for the F9, but that's without the battery, because they're going to lease you the battery. You're going to pay a monthly fee for the battery, which some people, I've seen comments on their YouTube channels, they hate the idea.
Yeah, but I feel like there is a barrier of entry for some people. I want to go electric, but I'm worried, like my cell phone, eventually I get a new cell phone in a couple of years, mostly because my battery is draining too fast. So am I going to be stuck in a car that's otherwise perfect, but my battery has gone bad? If you're leasing it, that won't be an issue. Yeah. So I feel like that'll take away a barrier of entry to some people who are skeptical of the
I think so
EV.
too. Imagine buying an electric car and never worrying about battery denigration. And possibly too, could I buy one with a smaller battery or lease one with a smaller battery, then change the lease to a bigger battery when the need arises? So there's a lot of options here that can come from this that could be a positive thing. Each to their own opinion. Enjoy yours.
Yes.
That's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're positive you'll share yours with us.
Yes, that's one thing we like.
Because we do have lots of nice conversations on
really
this
do.
channel, and we appreciate that very much.
We read all of your comments, by the way, and we thank you for them. Moving on, there was a couple other vehicles, and this was a neat thing they did. They called it Electric Avenue, where they said, hey, we want to try to represent every electric car that's available. So they invited public to bring their cars. So we looked at all of them. They're all pretty cool, but we're not going to show all of them right now. But there was neat things people did with their Teslas.
Yeah.
Like wrapping their Tesla or putting spaceship stuff in the rear.
Yeah. It was kind of like a going to a car show where they've, modded their hot rods. And in this case, they've modded their EVs. And it was really neat to see. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, and there was a couple of them that were like an old VW Bug. They said, hey, let's electrify it. Old Porsche, let's electrify it. So there were some really neat things there like that. But that was our take on what really stood out to us that we really enjoyed about the auto show. Number one, Aptera.
Yes.
The fully charged Aptera show in San Diego.
Yes.
Yeah. It was really cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
And people got to sit in it. Because a lot of people
Yeah.
are not sure if it's easy to get in and out of. People aren't sure if they're tall or they're different body shapes, how they're
I'm a
going to
different
fit
body
in
shape,
it.
for sure.
Everyone's a different body shape.
I'm
Everybody's different.
I'm more different than most.
So, and that's the whole point. Sometimes it's hard to tell
Yeah.
how comfortable you're
True,
going to be until
true.
you can actually sit in it. So I thought it was really cool that they opened it up so that reservation holders could get in line and sit in it so they could see, what do you think? Is it going to work for you? It's awesome.
Here's some of the, we didn't get pictures of everybody we met, but here's some of the people
and
we
I'm sorry
met.
for those we didn't get pictures of.
But thank you for letting us take your picture, you guys. And it was
Yes.
nice meeting all of you.
Awesome.
As promised, at the end of this video, right over my face, there will be a link to Aptera playlist.
Yes.
Which is like all the Aptera videos we've ever made. Check that out.
Yeah.
Or not, but it'd be nice if you did. And subscribe. Or not, but it'd be nice if you did.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
And thumbs up.
Sure.
Or
Thumbs
not.
up or not.
But it'd be nice if you did.
Chad and Sarah,